Good morning and welcome to South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Services 66th Recruits Course Graduation Ceremony. I am Station Manager Robertson and I am the Course Director for Recruit Training in South Yorkshire Fire. I will now call in the recruits. 66th Recruits Course, fall in! '66 Recruits Course at ease. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and its associated restrictions, we have not been able to carry out our usual ceremony. However, I am pleased to welcome the limited number of family members and friends who are allowed to attend and take part in this celebration of what has been a challenging recruits course for the individuals before you. The 10 recruits have successfully passed an intense 9-week firefighter trainee course, which has given them all the basic operational skills to be a firefighter in South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service. As they have shown that they can perform to the level required of a firefighter, they are now leaving training centre and being posted to stations across the county to further enhance their skills and knowledge through experience at real incidents and in turn help and protect the communities that we serve. I would like to thank the training instructors who have all taken part, and particularly the Watch Manager Leeds, Watch Manager Padgett and Watch Manager Leighton for their hard work and effort in training these recruits, and they are a credit to you. I would also like to thank all the backroom staff and departments such as the admin team, facilities coordinator, catering department, logistics, cleaners, stores personnel and HR department who have all made significant contributions to make this a successful course, and without whom this course would not have been possible. I would also like the family and friends of the trainees for their support, and I am sure you will agree that it's been a long journey for some of these individuals from the application and testing process and finally to today for their graduation. I personally enjoy this part of my role as training manager, seeing these individuals come in as raw recruits and then passing out 9 weeks later as firefighters. I would like to congratulate the recruits themselves for completing this challenging course, and I wish you all the best for the future and a long and successful career with South Yorkshire Fire. I will now pass you over to the Chief Fire Officer, Alex Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, trainees, guests, a very warm welcome to our Training and Development Centre for this very special occasion, our 66th Firefighter Recruits Graduation course. This is the third time in the history of South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue that we've held a ceremony such as this in the middle of a pandemic. Although we're sadly still unable to invite all of the guests we would have normally liked to, I'm at least glad that we can now welcome some of the loved ones of our fantastic recruits to celebrate their achievements with them. Indeed, it's not every day that we hold events such as this to mark what is, at its most basic level, a celebration for the start of a new career. But firefighting has always been so much more than a job. It is, for me, a career that represents the pinnacle of public service. One of our aspirations as an organisation is to become a great place to work, and much of that comes down to the people we choose to employ. People with an ethos and values which match our own, and the recruits you see before you today are those people. They've beaten off competition from literally hundreds of other applicants and have made it through an intense and incredibly challenging trainee course, from ladders to BA drills to emergency medical care and learning how to keep people safe. Their training has pushed them to their limits, but left them ready to take on the task of delivering a first-class service to the people of South Yorkshire. Of course, we've had to adapt some of our normal processes to ensure we could continue this course safely. Indeed, this is now the third whole-time recruits course that we've delivered during the COVID-19 pandemic. But make no mistake, the process our recruits have been through is every bit as painstaking, rigorous and rewarding as many of the hundreds of trainees that have come before them. As I enter the twilight of my firefighting career, I find myself in quite a reflective mood, thinking of the pride I felt as a young recruit. and I hope the same sense of pride and public purpose will remain with these 10 individuals throughout their long and successful careers with us. But behind every successful firefighter trainee is a team of expert instructors, and I know they've put their hearts and souls into making sure our newest intake of community firefighters have successful and fulfilling careers. So a big thank you to Station Manager Darren Robertson and the rest of the team in training, from instructors to catering staff. They've all done an amazing job. Thank you also to the friends and families of our recruits. These courses can be an intense experience, as I'm sure you know. So I've no doubt that your support throughout will have been invaluable to them. But most importantly of all, thank you and well done to our recruits themselves for what they've achieved. The careers you're about to embark on will not only make a huge contribution towards making South Yorkshire safer and stronger, but will also prove, I'm sure, that working in the Fire and Rescue Service remains the best job in the world. So before I have the honour of presenting the recruits with their certificates, I'd now like to call on each trainee to give a few short words about their journey so far. And first up we have Firefighter Alan. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. So obviously we've had a very intense couple of months, but I'm incredibly proud of where we all are today. I know it's been a dream for pretty much a lifetime for the majority of us, and we're all very excited to get started. So I would like to start just by thanking you all. We've stuck by each other through thick and thin. There's definitely been some moments, but we'll keep quiet on that. So yeah, like we've said, it's been very intense. As I said again, we've been pushed to its limits, and I know there's been times when people have felt like it's the hardest thing they've done, and it probably is, but it's also the best thing we've done. We've definitely had some good times, so I'm very grateful to all of you, and I know that we've got friends for life here. It'd be wrong with me if I didn't give a special mention to Dec, because I wouldn't be Ant without him, and I'm sorry that I ever let Cat Dealey get between us, but we'll move on from that. I'd also like to thank the instructors. It's definitely hard to imagine that the big scary blokes that were shouting at us on day one would be the ones that believed in us the whole way, but they did, and they've given everything they can to get us to where we are. So again, can't be more grateful to all of you, so thank you. Just a little note as well for all the staff behind the scenes at TDC. You've got catering, cleaners, logistics, HR, all of them. There's a lot that we don't see, but we definitely won't be here without them. And I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed to going back to my normal life now, because I've got to do everything for my son. Just a massive thank you to everyone, my friends and family as well, for getting me through them tough weekends, and all the moaning that I did leading up to actually getting onto the course. So now, it's time to go out and live his dream. We're all very happy with his postings, we're all excited to get on station, and I'm looking forward to starting on Central next week. I'd like to call up Firefighter Cooper now. Thank you.
Thank you, Firefighter Alan. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very proud to be standing here today as part of South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service. I can't wait to put the skills I've learned into practice in the real world and make a difference in my community. I would like to start by thanking the instructors for their hard work, good humour, but most of all their patience. It has been a life-changing experience for which all of us are extremely grateful. I would also like to thank all the other staff who have made the course possible, including HR, cleaning and site management staff, and obviously and importantly the catering team. The puddings alone were worth all the hard work we've put in. Next, I'd like to thank my fellow recruits. I don't know that I could have got through the last almost 10 weeks without their support. It's been extremely hard work, but we've had a lot of laughs along the way, and I'm privileged to now call you my friends. Lastly, but absolutely not least, I'd like to thank my family, especially the people that I have here today, including my boys Toby, Teddy and Alistair. Without their understanding and practical and emotional support, I absolutely would not be standing here today. For this I am more grateful than I can ever say. Thank you everyone for your time, and I'd like to hand over to Firefighter Dayton.
Good morning everyone. First I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the staff here at TDC, from the catering, the cleaners and also the technical staff. They do an enormous work behind the scenes, and they probably don't get the praise and the thanks that they deserve. So first I'd like to start with them. Secondly, move on to the instructors. They've got us through it. Their world of knowledge is something that I've never kind of experienced in my life. I think we've raised their blood pressure a few times as well, a few testing times, but I'd like to say thank you to those as well. Moving on to the recruits. I can't believe that first week, that first day of pumps. I thought we've got 9 more weeks of this. How are we going to get through this? And then here we are. It's gone so fast, and it's been probably one of the hardest, but also the best experiences in my life. It's been real quality. I don't think I've ever laughed as much. Obviously, I've got my partner in crime over there in Firefighter Alan. And it's been class. I think getting here on a Sunday, really difficult to leave the family. But knowing what was in store for the week ahead was kind of got us through it. And like I said, just mentioned my family. I know how hard I am to live with at weekends. I come in tired, don't really want to talk to anyone. But they're there, they've stuck by me, even through the recruitment process. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to you as well. I'd like to pass on to Firefighter Dwyer.
Thank you, Firefighter Dayton. Good morning all. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to the 9 other recruits sat here. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be stood here today. With the long days on the drill yard, learning all new skills, to the long nights sat upstairs polishing boots, revision, going through stuff time and time again, using an ironing board as a ladder. And I know that I've got 9 friends for life now. A massive thank you to all the instructors, as said before, catering staff, cleaners, the lot, and all the people behind the scenes you don't see. A massive thank you to them. And then family, friends, and my partner for same again, coming home, being knackered, not wanting to talk, and just sleeping. Now looking forward to getting onto station on Monday, doing the job I've been learning over the last 9 weeks, and putting it all into practice. So thank you. I'll pass over to Firefighter Gilbank.
So yeah, firstly I just want to echo what my colleagues have said as well. A massive thank you to all the instructors. The time and effort they've put in, not only on the course, but for us individually. They've all had time for every single one of us. If we've ever had problems, they've always been there for us. And a massive thank you to all the people behind the scenes, the catering staff. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. I'd also like to say a big thank you to my family for sticking with me, and also for understanding whenever I'm a bit grouchy as well. I'm just looking forward to getting on station now. Start on Monday, just ready to go put in practice what I've learned. I'll pass you over to Firefighter Coas.
Morning all. I'll keep this short and sweet because you've heard it 5 times and you'll hear it another 4. I'd like to thank the instructors for putting up with me. I came in a different man to I am today. Same with the catering staff, they've been fantastic. Asking for extra leafy greens in my meals and them going through that. And to the recruits here who again have put up with me over the 9 weeks. It's been amazing, I couldn't ask for a better group, so I'd like to thank. And of course, James, you taking me to the TDC, and then on to you two taking me onto the TDC as well. It's been fantastic. I would have been cycling every single day without them. And Amy, yeah, thank you for moving house without me. That would have been kind of crazy, so I appreciate that. I'll pass you on to Firefighter Meeting now. Thank you.
I remember when I first applied to join South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue way back in October 2020, and never in a million years did I think I would even be able to make it past the initial online tests, let alone be standing here today and better yet, be on my way to a station next week. It's everyone's dream to ride on a fire engine, extinguish fires and run into burning buildings. Well, it's our dream. And myself and the other 9 recruits sat next to me get to live this dream day in, day out. However, this dream wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the instructors you see here today and many more that aren't here. Their knowledge, experience, guidance, and most of all, patience has been invaluable to us all, and we wouldn't be sat here today if it wasn't for them, so thank you. Melissa, my wife, has been incredible in supporting me along the way, living on her own for 9 weeks, whilst working, looking after a 19-month-old, and being 31 weeks pregnant. So if anyone deserves any recognition, it's her. Another thank you goes to the catering staff, cleaners, and everybody else behind the scenes who make this building and whole operation run so successfully, ultimately allowing us to receive the best level of training and facilities possible. And finally, a big thank you goes to my fellow recruits. I'm not sure I've ever laughed as much as I have over the past 9 weeks, and it certainly would have been a different experience without all of you here. People have a habit of saying, let's keep in touch, and ultimately never really do. However, I'm certain we'll all still be laughing for years to come. I'm really excited and honestly can't wait to put everything I've learned into practice and begin my career with South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue. I'll now pass over to Firefighter Me.
Morning all. Yeah, as everyone else has said, I would just like to start by thanking all of the instructors. There's lots more than are just here today. Thank you for your patience, which you really needed at times, and your dedication and just enthusiasm to teaching us. It's really helped drag us all through. I'd like to give a thank you to the kitchen staff for keeping us really well fed, really good foods, and I've put an awful lot of it away. Cleaning staff and Martin particularly, again, apologies for breaking my shower door. I'd like to thank my fiancée Sam over there, who's been at home with 2 little boys for the last 10 weeks while I've been off having fun, so thank you for all your support, and you're a rock. And finally, I want to thank my fellow recruits. We've had lots of laughs along the way, especially Alan's crew. Thank you, boys. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, and I can't wait to go on station next week. It's amazing, sad that it's come to an end, but it's a new chapter. And I'd like to welcome you to Firefighter Oxley now.
Hello everyone. Still not really sunk in that that's my new job title, Firefighter Oxley. It's a bit strange. Might sink in hopefully soon. It's been the best kind of culture shock coming here. Going from like suits and spreadsheets to self-contained breathing apparatus and smoke log buildings, but it's been awesome. I'd like to repeat what everyone else has said. The instructors have been absolutely fantastic. They've provided us with awesome levels of support throughout the training. Thank you again to the kitchen staff keeping us fed and watered, and thank you to all the support staff for keeping all the equipment and kit working throughout the course. I think we've cut up about 2 dozen or so cars practicing over the duration of the course, so we've definitely kept them busy. I was lucky enough to get lumped with 9 of South Yorkshire's finest on this course, and they've definitely done a good job of looking after each other over it. I'm looking forward to us all getting us postings and catching up over the coming years in our career and sharing stories. I'm sure there's going to be a few entertaining ones to swap. Lastly, just want to thank my wife. Life didn't stop when we joined the training programme in March. And she's been an absolute rock to me all throughout the training process, in spite of going through the horrible phases of early pregnancy. So, yeah, thank you for that. I'd like to hand over to Firefighter Race.
Morning everyone. I'd just like to start by thanking 3 people that spotted me today. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. I'd like to thank people at home as well that's helped. It's been much appreciated. It's been a long journey, but finally done it, finally got here. I'd like to thank all staff at TDC, instructors, cleaners, kitchen staff. If it weren't for them, like I said, we'd not be here the same. It's been a long journey, a long 9 week, been really good. I'd do it all again if I'm honest. Met some brilliant people, 66. Couldn't have asked for a better group of people to do it with, to get through it with, should I say. It sounds a lot better. We've had some fun, there's been a lot of laughs, and I appreciate all your help. We've got each other through, and it's been a really good squad. It's nice knowing you. I'm sure we'll meet again all together. It might be a bit difficult, but if we do get a chance, I'm sure everybody will be up for it. Cheers all, be seeing you.
Well done. Thank you for your speeches. I will now call each recruit forward to collect their graduation certificate from the Chief Fire Officer. First up is Firefighter Bradley Allen. Firefighter Amy Cooper. Firefighter Christopher Dayton. Firefighter Christopher Dwyer. Firefighter Joshua Gilbank. Firefighter Tiernan Coaz. Firefighter Samuel Meaton. Firefighter Joshua Mee. Firefighter Samuel Oxley. And last but not least, Firefighter Shane Race. As is tradition, we have a presentation for the top recruit and the award of the Silver Axe. This is for their overall performance on the course, which takes into account their overall ability, determination and effort, team ethic, and their attitude throughout the course. This award has been drawn from a closed ballot by all the instructors who have been involved in the course. The deserved winner of this prestigious award is Firefighter Alan. Well done, Firefighter Alan. That takes away nobody's other efforts on the course have all performed admirably. 66 recruits course. To your duties, fall out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 66 Recruits Course Graduation Practical Demonstration. The recruits will now demonstrate some of the skills that they have acquired over the last 9 weeks. Our first scenario is a two-car road traffic collision with persons trapped in one vehicle and under another. One is also on fire.